Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Culinary Composition with me, your host, Chef JC. Tonight, I decided I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a play on HALUSKI. Now, it's not going to be traditional, but it's going to be very good, and I think you'll enjoy how I do this. And it's really a tasty dish. Now, there are some things that I'm going to try for the first time that I think we'll all enjoy together. And what it's going to be basically is we're going to start off, obviously, with a large saute pan. And put in about a tablespoon olive oil, let that get hot. I'm going to come back around over here and put down the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm opening up some kielbasi that I picked up from my job. Alright, I'm going to cut it like that. Cut it in half. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut on the bias. Remember, on the bias means on the side. So we're going to cut nice pieces of kielbasa on the bias. And we're going to add onion to that. And I'm also going to add bacon for flavor. Now I put the olive oil in not just for the ability that the kielbasa won't stick, but also for the flavor content as well, because olive oil tastes really well in a lot of dishes. Okay. Now I'm going to do this whole kielbasa. Get rid of the end. Don't need the ends. On the bias. Always looks nice when it's on the bias. It also gives you a little bit more of a portion than if you just cut it straight. Okay, you want to make it into edible pieces. Don't make it so thick that anyone eating it has trouble swallowing it or chewing it or whatever. Okay, almost done. Now, got the kielbasa all cut up. I'm going to do a small white onion. Take off the ends. Now what works really well with this particular dish is white onion as opposed to red onion. You can use red onion, but I suggest white because it just looks better and the flavor is a little different than the red onion. Bear with me, I have a little trouble with this peel. Even with two hands I have trouble sometimes. Okay. Get this out of the way. Olive oil is heating up very nicely. I'm going to cut this onion into julienne. Now, whenever you do julienne pieces, what I normally do after I'm done cutting them is I break them up with my hands so that they're a little bit more manageable when they go into a saute pan. Alright, now, haluski is traditionally made with bow ties or farfalle pasta with cabbage, regular cabbage. And some people add variations of bacon in it. Some people add onion, which I'm obviously doing right now. There's many different ways to make it, but traditionally I believe it's onion, bacon, and the farfalle pasta or the bow tie pasta and the cabbage. Okay, olive oil is definitely hot. I'm going to drop the onions in because they take the longest to cook. Okay. Now, with the onion in there, I'm going to drop the bacon in as well. I'm going to give that a stir around. Let those flavors incorporate one another. Now, I'm also going to add about a tablespoon and a half of fresh garlic. Oh, that just brought it up a few notches. What a smell. Lovely. Okay. Oh, I wish you could smell this kitchen right now, folks. Wow, what a smell. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to saute this till it browns up. I want it to be browned up. Then after that, I'm going to add sauerkraut, about a pound and a half of sauerkraut. I'm going to try and brown that up as well. I'll come back on episode 2, put it all together for you, and then we'll add our kielbasa, and we'll see what it looks like.